Almost half of all pregnancies in the United States are unintended, and nearly half of these result in abortion. The amount of unintended pregnancies is about half, which actually sounds about accurate. I can imagine the majority of women who get pregnant nowadays either got pregnant as an accident due to immaturity or lack of protection. Why women are not taking care of their bodies and why they are getting pregnant before they reach an age of maturity is a good question. In my opinion, there are plenty of obvious reasons which we as a society come in contact with every day and don't even notice it. The first, in my opinion, is the music our children uh, are listening to on the radio. For instance, the majority of artists in hip hop, pop, or rock that come on the radio rant about all things he would want to do to a certain someone if he had her in front of him. Um, we're all human beings, obviously, and we all have needs and desires. And I think one of our greatest need or desire is, as humans, the more we try, even though we try to push it or avoid it, is sexual interaction. But I mean, obviously, if we went around um, fulfilling those needs or desires, then I guess we would be living like ants with all the babies that would be born. So I mean, we can't be going around doing that. And as singers and artists, I guess they examine their crowds or their followers, and I guess one as a singer, one of the easiest ways to earn a living is to give your followers what they want or what they need, what they desire, and one of the easiest ways to do that, fulfill your followers' needs, is fulfilling their sexual necessities, which you can attract anyone from a young age to an older age because in the end they are human and it is a natural instinct to want that. Um, I believe that parents don't even realize the picture that these artists are painting for their children in this music. Um, and mainly because the parents themselves have been brainwashed and they have been painted this same mental image, sexual mental image, since for ages, and they themselves have become, in my opinion, some sexually addicted creatures. Um, so they whenever they hear music on the radio, they don't realize the true harm that they're doing to their kids by letting them do something as simple as listen to the radio, which everyone else does. Um, Most people are against abortion, who are against abortion, believe in some sort of religion like Christianity. Of course, there are Christians who are fully committed to their religion and they live pure lives and committed to their beliefs. But these types of people are the ones that, um, I guess, try and accomplish reducing the amount of sexual interaction or sexual thought because of their pure lifestyle. But there are also religious parents or families who do not obey their religion to the fullest, and I guess this is where the problem starts. Now, since there are these families who don't follow it to the T, then there are room for error, and that is where, in my opinion, the error comes in. Um, gives the children room to go out and experiment because they have the time to, the ability, and their parents are not as strict on them as, for example, um, the family who lives a life of pure religion. And since there is room for error, then I believe there should be room for correction. And this is where abortion comes in. Abortion, in my case, is the correction to the error of Christianity's prohibited on abortion. I think that women nowadays are becoming more and more pro-choice because they are the ones who, in the end, will have to take care of the child. And previous generations did not allow women to have a say in almost any decision. Um, what would end up happening back in the days was that the father would leave the mother, and the mother had no choice but to raise that child or risk being looked at as a child killer. This mentality has rolled over to our newer generations and only forces women to have children that they are not even ready for. The actual process of abortion can be inhumane and a bit disgusting, which is the main reason why people for pro-life are against abortion. But I believe that everything in the world must be placed on some sort of an imaginary scale and weigh things out. For example, in this case, on one side of the scale is an immature mother raising a child in a harsh and competitive environment, while on the other side is the is the process of removing the fetus from the body, which can be bloody and disgusting, but can be perfectly safe and performed quite fast. I think the child being born into a harsh society and risking total failure of the child's success, resulting in misconduct and sometimes self-mutilation acts due to depression and overall weakness, is in this case heavier on the scale. So to conclude, abortion can be a good thing for our current society, and I believe it to be the correction for our errors, which have been slowly embedded into our train of thought. Thank you.